We are following the latest on the Bolt Creek fire burning near Skykomish. The fire is now over 9,400 acres and just 5% contained, though that's up from 2% from just yesterday. Some better news, we're told the power is back on in Skykomish and more resources are arriving to help crews there. A lot of the focus is on the area around Highway 2.
Everybody is protecting the Highway 2 corridor with all the structures and allowing that fire to come down in a controlled fashion with some burnout operations consuming the fuel. So it's taken care of in a very managed fashion. And to the north, the fire is going to continue to burn into the wilderness. That's the overall general strategy that's going on.
US 2 is closed so crews can get around that area more easily, but it's making any other travel through the mountains very tricky. Not to mention I-90 is down to one lane near Issaquah, and that's bringing traffic to a crawl. It's also impacting truckers who use that route, which means it could impact many people waiting for their deliveries. Fox 13's Steve Kiggins joins us live from Gold Bar with more. Steve, what kind of challenges are people facing with the main road shut down like this?
Yeah, Jamie, that's the biggest challenge. Obviously, the road shut down. Here it is. We were right by Zeke's Drive-In. This is the end of the road. This is where if you don't have business, right, you're going to be turned around. But we've just learned just moments ago from public information officers dealing with this fire that the evacuation notice for the community of Index has dropped from a level 3. You got to go now to a level 2. So right now, if you do have property up in the Index area and you come to this blockade, you will be allowed to go back and check out your property. But, you know, even though that this fire's intensity has backed off, the reason why the road is closed is because there's trees that are burned out and there's rocks all over the highway. It's just too dangerous to open this to all traffic.
It was stressful, but pretty quickly realized that all these guys were there, so that helped.
One by one, drivers lined up at the US Highway 2 roadblock east of Gold Bar, hoping and failing to convince officials to allow them to see how their properties have fared the Bolt Creek fire. On Tuesday, smoke lingered with low-lying clouds blocking views of the flames. Fire officials shared this video showing where the fire reached US Highway 2, leaving trees scorched. Aaron Leland hoped to check out his cabin on Tuesday.
At this point, it's not my home. You know, like there's a lot of people, it's their actual home, our neighbors. For me, it'd be lose a bunch of work that I've been doing.
Fast-moving fire grew to nearly 9,500 acres by Tuesday. Officials say they're clearing forest roads to use as containment lines around Index and Skykomish, and working to keep damage to infrastructure and buildings low. So far, only a single outbuilding is burned.
Going over every single property within that zone to make sure it's being protected.
We have fires all the time. Normally the end of summer, you know, smoky, everyone around here knows, but it's never so close.
The lines at Windmill Espresso in Sultan are shorter than normal. The closure of US Highway 2 eliminated cross-mountain traffic and customers. Still, the business is doing what it can to give thanks to first responders with free drinks. Just a way to show gratitude to those battling to keep their community out of danger.
It's always a little awkward. They're like, you get a free drink, because I don't realize who they are at first. We're like, oh yeah, of course.
So again, there's around 350 firefighters right now working in the hills and around these communities, building these containment lines and protecting property. And even though these conditions are improving, the burn ban that was issued back in July in Snohomish County has now been upgraded to include a ban on all outdoor burning, including recreational fires, just because of the risk for this high fire danger. But also developing this afternoon, we've just learned that the level 3 evacuation that had been issued for the community of Index has now been dropped to a level 2. So if you've got property out here, you'd like to go check it out, we are told by public information officers they'll let those folks go back up the US 2 to check out their land and see how it fared. For now, we're live in Gold Bar. Steve Kiggins, Fox 13 News.